Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2025 and welcome to So Natural Dane. There was no video on January 1st, but we have all of the things to talk about. The sewing buzz, what's coming up in 2025, and what I am excited about. So please stay tuned. Everybody, happy new year. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season, as well as new year, and that your year is starting off well. I am coming in today with the sewing buzz, so welcome to all those who are new, and again, welcome back to all those who continue to tune in. I greatly appreciate all of your support. It is because of you in 2024 that I reached 15,000 subscribers, so thank you. Slow and steady wins the race, so I thank you all for your support, for subscribing, and for tuning in. So for those who are new, and to remind those who maybe haven't watched in a while, the Sewing Buzz is all about sharing what is going on in the sewing community, DIY craft, all that good stuff, right? And I talk about new pattern releases, indie patterns, not commercial or anything like that, but just indie pattern releases. Then I'll share those, right? So the month of December was, I know, busy for everybody. It was busy for you, right? It was busy for me as well. And we'll get into some of the things I've been busy with, but there was only one new pattern that I caught, and I was like, and the sun is going in and out, but that I caught, and I'll share that with you. But we have several things on the agenda. I am going to keep to my, I'm not going to do chapters for this video, because I try to do chapters for the Sewing Buzz and then you can just skip around, but I think I have my notes, so I should go pretty smooth and pretty steady, and yeah, and it should be okay. I'll talk about what I'm wearing here momentarily because it will have something to do with partly of what I am talking about today. But yeah, so I have, you guys, all of, for anybody else do this, for New Year's Eve, I always clean the whole house. You know, I clean the house anyway, but it's always when I'm going into the new year, I just want the house completely clean, everything washed, you know, that whole thing. So I did straighten up and clean up here in the sewing space, rearrange some things. I had some like empty boxes. You ever have just random boxes sitting around with stuff in it that really has a home and you just never moved it to its home? So I did quite a bit of that. And so one of the things I'll talk about, so this is the first thing I'll talk about, and it is this year I have decided for 2025 that, you all know right now you're on the table that has my sewing machines, and so over here I'm looking is my Genome HD 3000. In front of me right here is my Brother 1034 Serger, and then over on this side is my Bernina. And so I have decided, because I have been trying to push myself to use that Bernina more than I have. And so what I have decided, 2025, all of my garments will be sewn on this Bernina, which means I will be using the Bernina a lot, because obviously I sew a lot of clothes. And I'll keep my Genome HD 3000 for, I'm gonna call it my industrial. It is not, you all know, it's not even semi industrial, but it is more heavy duty, that I purchased it to make my handbags with. So and then with my other business, I think I'll just keep that machine for, you know, if I do sew some heavy denim, my handbags, wallets, stuff like that, I'll keep the Genome for that. But I'm gonna start sewing permanently clothes on my Bernina. And then you all know, I don't know if you can tell, my ironing board is kind of blocking it, but I have two machines over here. One, actually this one here is the Brother SE 400, and on the side there is my Brother PS 2500 that my machine I purchased myself like 15, 16 years ago. And so it's never going anywhere. But so that is one of the shifts that I'm making, just to cause myself to really use this Bernina more frequently. So let me share with you the sale that is going on for Love Notions. It does not start until January 6th and it ends on Friday, January 10th. It is their annual 30% off sale. And for those who don't know, I am a brand ambassador for Love Notions. I have an entire playlist here on my channel. I will probably have the playlist pop up at the end of this video. And you can go back and search. But here's what I want you to do. If you've ever wanted to try Love Notion patterns, if you haven't, or if you want to go back through their catalog and maybe pick up some patterns that you missed maybe during the year, this is the time to do it. This week coming up, so you're seeing this on Sunday, Monday, tomorrow, the sale starts. And I do have a special discount code. Now, there is a code for the sale. So if you're on their mailing list, you will see the code that they have for the sale. But I am going to encourage you to use my brand ambassador code, which is SND35, because you get an additional 5% off the sale price. So the sale is 30% off, but if you use my code, you get that extra 5%, so 35% off, and that's good for the entire week. And so I would say go make a list over on Love Notions, put something in your wish list. You do have that capability on their website to have a wish list, and put some things in your wish list and then decide, hey, am I going to pull the trigger? Am I going to go ahead and grab it now or later? And if there are any ones in particular, like I said, I will pop up on the playlist at the end of this video, ones that I have made. Now, one of the things I do want to highlight, I'm going to look at my own playlist myself. There were quite a few. Actually, I'm wearing one piece. This is I was a tester for this. And so this is the Love Notions chorus top. So it has the kind of drapey neckline. And then this one, I did the split sleeve on. And so that is what I am wearing. And so there are so many that I have made, right? But you do have the Bandcamp. I do like that. So if you want to introduce yourself into making a button up without the collar stand, but if there's still a collar, I would suggest the Bandcamp. I was a tester on that. I made both my husband and my one. There was the men's and women's that came out at the same time. If you want to try a shirt dress, but not with the frills of the collar and everything, I do highly suggest the Timbre Peasant top and dress. I made that into a dress, and I wear it open. So I wore it when I haven't worn it. I always seem to just wear it over something else. So I styled it once over a skirt and a top that I had on. And so yeah, I do recommend that. You also have the Love Notions Crescendo jeans. When those released, talk about pop, that was one of their most popular pattern releases of 2024. So I do recommend the Crescendo jeans. And so yeah, I'll pop these up. I've made obviously quite a few of the patterns several times, and so you'll see, I'll pop up some random pictures and stuff, but you'll see the playlist that pops up at the end of this video, and I'll also link it down in the description box, just in case you want to just see reviews of ones that I've actually made. But yeah, as you all know, Love Notions patterns is a nice size inclusive pattern. And so they go up to 5XL. They have the full bust option. And so, yeah, very size inclusive. And yeah, you can tailor it easily to how you want to create your look. You know, I've done that for several. I've hacked several of a few of their patterns. And so, yeah, check out the playlist that will pop up at the end of this video. Okay, now let's get into some plans. So I am a planner. I write everything down. I have several notebooks. I have a planner that has all of life. This is all of life in here. So it has everything. But you all know I I love writing things down. I'm a writer. I write everything down. I plan out things and I just write things out. I draw things out that I'm envisioning, all of that good stuff. I know a lot of people use, you know, the apps, the Notion, the Trello. That's just not, I cannot. I just feel like I'm glued to a device all the time. And so, yeah, that's not my thing. But I went ahead and got my planner and started mapping out what's to come in there is so much coming up in 2025. And so let me just share a few things with you. You all know that one of the big things I'm excited about, and for those who are coming, y'all know I'm excited about seeing y'all next month for BHM Pattern Designers Luxury Sewing Retreat. It has been over a year in the making, at least for me. You know, I know everybody else has been planning, you know, a little bit, and maybe their planning picked up the closer they're getting to the event. But I am so super excited about it. You guys, this year, because I am doing the online portion is still going to be going on, but I'm doing a multi-day event. It's February 25th through February 28th. And I can't believe it's like next month already. But this year is 7 years of BHM Pattern Designers. I'm not going to go into great detail. I'll leave a link to the website. You can go read all about it down there. But this year I have hired help, and because I do need it, because I will be away kind of from, not really away from social media. You'll see me posting from So Natural Dane for sure, but the BHM, I've hired somebody to take on BHM for the entire month for me. And so praise God for that. I won't mention who it is because I don't know if she wanted me to mention it or not. But anyway, so I'm very excited about that. And then there is just all of the planning and all of the getting prepared for the retreat next month. I'm very excited about it. I will say this, it was December 30th, so it was at the end of the month. One of the attendees and her and I have been in communication, you know, just about the trip and coming and, you know, different stuff like that via email. But she reached out to me on December 30th because of a situation that has come up for her personally. She can't make it. So I now have one spot open that just opened December 30th. And I did mention to her I will reach out because obviously at this time she can't get a refund, but if we can find a replacement, you know, then yeah. But so if anybody is interested, email me hello@sonaturaldane.com and I will give you all of the details. And if you are able and you're able to come and pay, I mean, it is, I'm saying a little bit of a short notice, but not really, because I did have towards the end of the year, things come up for people. I totally understand it. There was a couple people that had to pull out for personal reasons, but I sent the information through email and it was, those spots was taken just like that. So now I do have this one spot that just opened on December 30th. So if you are interested, email me. I'll give you details and if you're able to pay, and yeah. So anyway, so I want to throw that out there. So yes, I am getting ready for not only the retreat, the online portion of it, what I am going to be making. I already know for the most part, still deciding on my birthday outfit, but stay tuned for all of that. We'll get into BHM Pattern Designers when it comes up. But a couple other things that you know what, let me just say this real quick. The only pattern, this is the only indie pattern, and this is why I knew I wasn't going to do the chapters, because I didn't know what order I was going to talk these things. But anyway, the only indie pattern, let me just share with you guys. It's by Itch to Stitch Pattern. She actually dropped a pattern. Did I even see a lot of pattern drops in December? I probably wasn't paying attention. As you all know, when I do share the indie patterns, it's ones that I think that you would be interested in or that I've seen. I'm sure I've missed quite a few out there. but it is the Corset Cape by Itch to Stitch Patterns. I actually really do like this. This is a very lightweight cape, or at least to me, it looks to be something that you can do lightweight. And Itch to Stitch Patterns, also size inclusive, has the full bust option in sizing. So I thought this cape was really nice. Plus it still is nice for this time of the year. So if you're in a cooler climate, at least Texas, this will be absolutely perfect because it doesn't have to be heavy. If you all remember, in December of 2023, I made I made a moto jacket and a heavier cape out of wool. And so only thing is, I only wore them that time. That's why I don't make a lot of coats, because the coolness here, it's here for a day or two, maybe 3, let's say a week or something like that, where it's really cold, you know, days together. And most of those days I'm in the house, I'm not going anywhere. But if I have to leave, I have enough coats to wear. Not to say I won't make more, but I wasn't interested in making any this past year. But so yeah, that is the new indie pattern release. I want to jump in for that. Don't forget to head over to my community tab as well, because the voting is still open for the January subscriber pick. We Are Pattern and Focus is Vogue. So very excited about that. I skipped, remember, the Know Me, because normally I would do Know Me Now for this next 3 months, but I don't have enough Know Me patterns to, you know, go over these next 3 months, because I was on the pattern no buy last year, right? And so I didn't buy any new patterns, so I didn't have a lot of Know Me's. But anyway, looking at what's coming up, so this is what you're going to get from me in looking at my planner in January this month. So first of all, members, if you are a member, or consider, hey, let me talk to y'all who are not members. If you are not a member of the So Natural Dane channel, you so most certainly can be. The join button is down below, and consider joining. But anyway, I know I don't mention it that often, but for those who are members, I just did a member post for you guys a few days ago. So if you missed the video, the last December members only video, watch it and then look at the community post that I did. So we have a small but mighty group. So go ahead on Vanessa, Izzy, Deb, and Cheryl. Go check, go watch the video, and then check the community. It's a members only community. It's a question I put out there for you. And so, but anyway, what's coming up? So what is coming up? I am so excited. One of the things, so there will be some new product launches. So Natural Dane has some new product launches this month, and stay tuned for that. Members already know what it is. They knew back in December, or they knew even before then, because I was sharing stuff. But anyway, it is getting real bright. But also stay tuned for let's see, towards the end of this month, you'll everybody else hear about it. But I am so excited about, because I'm looking at my life planner, and then I have a whole separate notebook for both businesses, So Natural Dane and my other business. But for creating, for anything that I make, remember this, you guys, my monthly makes calendar, she will be dropping back, and I am so happy. You all know I changed the orientation of it. There's more. I noticed as the year, remember I was talking about as the year was going, I didn't catch it in the first go. There weren't enough boxes for the month, and so let me just show you what I'm talking about. So each month there are no numbers. It's not numbered, and I did that on purpose because it doesn't matter when you get this. So somebody could come across this or my channel or whatever and would like something like this. They can get it in June. They have it for June and to the next June. So you don't have to worry about dates and everything, messing around with the dates. But I am so happy this will be coming back to the site. But there are other things that is coming that I'm quite excited about. So stay tuned for that. Whoa, it is getting real bright. So coming up on Wednesday, I will announce what the subscriber pick, what everybody has chosen. And yeah, I'll share that with you on Wednesday. But also I want to start with what I sold in 2024. Now, I was thinking about doing a couple different parts to this video. I may not, I don't know. But I'm thinking about just sharing with you stats. So from a stat wise, how many pieces did I make in the year of 2024? So for me, that's going to be garments, handbags, wallets, the whole nine. How many of items did I actually make in 2024? Then I will do, I'm thinking this is what I'm going to have come up on Wednesday. Then I'll do my top whatever. I don't know what the top are just yet, but out of X amount of pieces I made in the year of 2024, here are my top, I don't know. That's probably what the video is going to be, instead of me doing separate videos about you know, different categories of items that I made. I'll just share, here's everything that I made, but then here are the top ones, top whatever pieces that I loved. And then there is a pattern test. I completed a pattern test, and so that pattern will be dropping soon, and that video will be coming out next week Sunday. So new pattern alert coming up for you, so stay tuned for that. Then I want to share with you this month also, remember 2024 was all my denim collection series. Remember that? Well, I got to give you a roundup. I have got to share with you all the denim pieces that I made. Now, yes, it will be, some of it will be a repeat of what my top items for overall 2024, but we're going to focus on just the denim collection, period. Just denim. Because yeah, that's not gonna end. I'm not gonna make it a whole separate collection this year, but I'm still just all feeling the denim, and I still have quite a bit of denim to work through, and more denim I want to buy, truth be told. I didn't even complete a denim project in December. Why? Because remember, I was supposed to do the Amara handbag, and that's a black pattern designer, but I wanted to do that handbag in December, but I'm just going to save that, spoiler alert, that's going to be saved for February. What happened was, here's a little tea, and I'm not going to share the shop, but I was on Etsy because there are particular bag handles that was needed for this bag, and one of the shops recommended was Bringberry, which is who I love Bringberry, but they're based in Canada. And during the time when I was looking to order the supplies, Canada was on a strike, and I don't know if they still are or not, but Canada Post was on a strike. And because things from Canada can take some time, and it was the holidays, I just knew I wouldn't get it from Bringberry in time. But I ended up finding an Etsy seller and purchased it from her Black Friday weekend. And you guys, I think several days went by, like over a week went by, and I got no notification that, you know, your order has shipped or whatnot. So I reached out and asked, hey, can you give me a status update? Because I'm thinking, oh, as long as I get it at the beginning of December, I still have time to get it done. She responded to me telling me, oh, yay, thank you again for your order, your tracking number, you'll receive it today. And I was like, perfect. So I didn't pay any attention to it. I think a day or two went by, I had no tracking number. So I reached back out, and her auto message was on that then said that her daughter, I believe it was sick or something, so she was delayed in getting messages back. And so because I sent the message, oh hey, I didn't get my tracking number, long story short, all of a sudden I then, like, right away got a refund notification from Etsy, and I was like, oh, okay. And by this time it was the middle of December, and so that took, like, all of that was of course over 3 weeks. And so by that time I was like, I'm not gonna stress myself out trying to make this handbag, and it was refunded to me anyway. And I was like, okay, that's just my sign, order from who I said I wanted to order from in the first place. But anyway, so that's why you didn't get a December denim item, because that bag was going to be denim. And so anyway, so we're gonna round up and I'm gonna share with you my 2024 denim collection, what I finished, what I made, and what I finished. And so that will be coming up. Then I will go into the pattern no buy. So you all know I was on a pattern no buy for the whole year of 2024, and yes, I stayed to it. I stayed true to it, y'all. I bought handbags. That wasn't, accessories wasn't part of the no buy. It was clothes. I wasn't buying any clothing, indie or commercial patterns, and I did not the entire year, but I accumulated a nice little list. I sure did. And so what I will be sharing with you is the list of patterns that I am looking to purchase in 2025, because the no buy is over, totally over. And then we have this, then I have 2 other videos that I'm not quite sure. I know what one might be, but I'm not going to announce that yet. And then one other, and of course the last Wednesday of January will be the reveal of the subscriber pick, whichever one was chosen, the garment, the completed garment. So yeah, I'll be doing a lot of sharing this month, as I always do. I will continue with my upload days of Sundays and Wednesdays. That works for me, just 2 times a week. That is it. Other things that I'm thinking that, or now I'm thinking, I know that I'm going to have fun with this year. If you saw that I did this, I know it's a little bit of a glare. I did this punch needle project on live here on YouTube. And so I want to do more punch needle projects, more quilting, and I did no quilt last year. The year before I did what, 3? 1 I gave, donated, and 2 were for new babies. So, but yeah, so I want to get back into that. I still attend the Houston Quilt Guild meetings, and I always get so inspired when I am there. So I do want to, so I didn't attend as many last year because it was just way too busy with everything else I was working on and preparing for my first multi-day event. Weekends, you all know I have a full-time job, but the weekends is when I would try to do, when I would work on other things, and I would, you know, I felt those were good times for me to be home to do stuff. So this year might be a little different, where I can attend more of the Quilt Guild meetings. And so yeah, and then I think I shared with you, someone in our community is supposed to be teaching knitting, because I do want to learn something for knitting, right? But I need the hands-on. I need to touch. And Karen, who lived in the area, you all saw that video from 3 years ago, maybe. Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago, where her and I met up. And so not since Karen and I met have I really got a chance to do anything. But yeah, I think that is it. That's all I have. You all have to stay tuned for the exciting things that are coming up and that are on the way. Again, the Love Notions sale. Use my code SND35 to get 35% off. Get that extra 5% off. Make your wish list. Head on over to the Love Notions website. I'll leave a link to everything down in the description box. Don't forget to head over to the community tab. And for those who have not voted, and vote on the pattern, the subscriber pick from Vogue for the month of January that I will be making. And stay tuned for the new pattern release that will be coming out. Yeah, it's a good one. It's easy, super easy too. But that's it, everybody. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Again, I pray you all had a wonderful holiday season and a wonderful start to your new year. But yeah, that is it. Stay tuned for Wednesday. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. And if you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. I thank you all so much for tuning in today. You all have a blessed start to your week. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.